welcome to another episode of the Tejano Traveler. I'm your host Waller, and today we're looking at the George H.W. Bush Library in College Station, Texas, the center of all things conservative in Texas. Anyways, it's a nice little museum with artifacts and historical data about our 41st president. There's an exhibit on Gulf shrimping, I guess, or how Texas has managed to use the Gulf to its advantage. It's pretty interesting to see all the different things we get from the Gulf. My favorite one is shrimp, though. As always, there's a presidential limo. It's always one of the highlights of visiting a presidential library. They always have the limo. Of course, there's our seal with the President of the United States. And then the rest of the museum has photos and pictures and graphics, all dealing with the history of our 41st president. And you see them when they were young and dashing. You get to see how their lives were back in the days before they became important people. Of course, there's a capital to signify that he worked for the capital for a long time. He did a lot before he actually became president, so it wasn't like just, oh, hi, let me become president. He did a lot of things behind the scenes, ambassadorships, and being in charge of this and that. There's a mock-up of the White House. There he is with Barbara. And Barbara's dress and pearls. Of course, they have a little speaker's podium, which I always love getting on the speaker's podium and pretending I'm president and delivering my addresses and being important and stuff and answering questions. Some more of the museum. I think this part is dedicated to Barbara Bush, because each presidential museum has a section dedicated to the First Lady, which is good because they do a lot while their husbands are presidents. This was one of my favorites. It's very colorful, but you couldn't go in there because they were renovating it. Then there's a mock-up of Camp David. This is what Camp David should look like on the inside. That computer is old. It's a section of the Berlin Wall. Mr. Bush was in charge of getting Mr. Gorbachev to tear down that wall. One side is all colored and graffiti, the other one is not. And there's a situation room. I guess that's what it would look like back in the late 80s. And of course there's Gulf War stuff. I remember when it happened back when I was a freshman. I remember being scared of having to go to war. And then it was over pretty quick. But was it really over though? There's a door that they gave to George Bush. It means something. Like he's in charge of the town or something like that. I forget what it was. Some other memorabilia that you can look through. As presidents, you get a lot of medals and awards. And a puppy. Aw, puppy. And of course, my favorite thing is always to pretend to be president. There I am at the Oval Office, doing the important business of ordering tacos and all that fun stuff. Getting mad at people for adding lettuce to my taco. This one I like because you can actually sit in it. The one at LBJ, you can't. It's sort of sealed off. But this one you can actually sit and take pictures and pretend that you're important and tell people, hold on, let me talk to Mr. Putin, telling them to not attack Ukraine, because we will defend it. Peace. Also, tacos. There I am after a long, hard day of knowing that aliens exist and not wanting to tell the public because they're much better than us. Outside, there's a park that you can walk through. If you so feel inclined to do so. There's a statue dedicated to Mustangs, and of course, Bush's statue himself. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this little trip. It's a College Station. Go and watch it. Go and see it. And thanks for watching.